Good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 91 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour, RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A bicycle ride across the United States to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, celebrate recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So I'm here at Johnson Shut-In State Park. I had a relatively relaxed and peaceful evening last night. I was looking to see if I could upload yesterday's video on the Wi-Fi there at the end of yesterday's video, and I downloaded speed test and it was satellite Wi-Fi, and so the upload speed was 0.01 megabits per second. And my files are usually 3 or 4 gigabytes, so that would have taken a few years. Yeah, just a few years. So I rode down and tried to find, the camp host. He wasn't available. I went to 402. There was somebody on the site, so I just kind of made the loop and ended up picking the site right next to the restroom. Ran into the people who worked there later. And I ran into them after I had set the tent up. And so I was like, I chose 415. And they were like, oh no, that's fine, that's fine. So everything worked out there. When I was making the loop, I ran into a young woman named Mary Catherine, who is driving her car across the U.S. from east to west, coast to coast. And so we got to talk about her adventures, and I talked about my adventures. And just had a really good time last night. She had a fire going, and I think that's the first fire I've actually been able to sit next to since I started this trip. There were so many fire bans in the original states, and then Kansas, you wouldn't put a fire up in all that wind. But yeah, it was a really nice evening, and definitely her travels are so cool. She's got this 1984 Saab, white Saab with like a roof rack on it. Just super cool, super cool. And so when I went to get on Wi-Fi this morning to call home, she was packing up, I guess, her campsite at the same time I was packing up mine. And so she pulled into the little campground store where I was on Wi-Fi yet, and handed me some like trail mix balls that she had made. And I had one of them. It is so delicious. So good. So I'm looking forward to having those as a snack as I go along. And yeah, that reminded me of Kathy Albright in St. Petersburg, Ian Goff's mother. She gave me some trail mix bites that she purchased when I left there. So it was just good memories, good everything. So I'm here at the Johnson Shut-Ins, and these are the shut-ins. And the trees are just starting to really sing their colors. It is absolutely gorgeous. That cold night last night, I think it dropped down to 47 degrees. Frigid with the humidity. Not used to that. But yeah, so I'm going to continue to walk this way and look at more of these shut-ins, and you'll see more of that right about now. Well, that was gorgeous. Amazing how all that stuff just kind of happens. Really neat stuff. I actually didn't even know what this was. I was like, shut-ins. I kept thinking as I was heading in, like, is that people who, you know, got shut in somewhere? But then I read that sign and it's talking about how the water gets shut in by the slowly eroding rock. Last night when I was talking to Mary Catherine, I asked her, I said, so what's the deal with this park? And so she said, oh, you hadn't been in the shut-ins? I said, no. I said, how far away is it? And so she kind of explained to me where it was. And she said, you gotta go check it out, and showed me some videos and Instagram posts and stuff that she had put up of it. And so, yeah, it was very beautiful. And perfect time of year, too, with all these colors. I am just blown away by all of the vivid color change that's happening around me as I travel through the Ozarks. I'm glad I got to be here at this time of year. I don't know if I'll catch all the reds in the Blue Ridge, though, if this is already turning. But you'll know more of that in about 24 days. Anyway. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go ahead and get on the bike and start heading my 38 miles into Farmington, where I have a package awaiting me there. So, also looks like there's a hostel. Looks like there's a hostel in Farmington and then a hostel in Chester. So I shouldn't have to use my mat again. Had to use it again last night. And of course, it went flat a couple times throughout the night. But that's almost over with. In Illinois, my new mat awaits. So, here goes nothing. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Tell you what, on these downhill runs off of these high peaks and ridges, just being able to just see all the colors of everything and not have to do much work to do it and still be moving pretty fast is really nice. Only downside is I don't usually like stop the bike if I'm moving this quickly. If I see something that I'd like to take a video of, because I'm enjoying the ride so much, it's kind of like, why would I want to stop? You know? You got to put in all that effort to get the bike going again. I just kind of take advantage of the momentum. But anyway, I say all that to say this. I wanted to show you guys what it actually looks like when I'm riding through some of these areas where the color is changing. And hopefully you can see on the TV kind of, or your phone, how vivid the colors really are. Some sections are just starting to change, but I've been through some that look like, you know, a Technicolor movie or something. Just really, really beautiful stuff. I'm almost done with Missouri. I should be in Illinois tomorrow evening. The battle was tough, and I did get a 60-mile vehicle assist. Thanks again, Pastor Jim. I've really enjoyed the Ozarks. I've really enjoyed Missouri. It was a nice change of pace. It was painful, but it was a nice change of pace. All right, so I'm here at the St. Francois County Jail. Interesting thing, if you read that last thing, they used 31 prisoners huddled in the back of their cell and used dynamite to blow a hole in the north wall of the jail. One of these guard things weighing 14 pounds was found on top of the high school located 2 blocks north of here. Anyway, so yeah, get to stay in jail tonight. As you can tell, my bike is behind bars. Quite unfortunate, really. And the old jail keeper's house has been converted. Oh! And you go in here and you check the place out. Amazing how that works, isn't it? I love TV magic. It's the best thing in the world. So, I'm here at the hostel. Oh man, I almost feel like this is too much of a privilege for a cyclist on the road. It's so good. It's so good. Of course, there's a laundry, so I can wash and dry my clothes. $2. They ask that you give a $20 donation to stay here. Totally okay with that. They have a TV, DVD player, satellite TV. This is the room I've chosen since I'm here all by myself tonight. Got my stuff all nice and ready to go. I'm overwhelmed. I really am overwhelmed. So excited about this. Bathroom, shower, sinks, everything that you need here. Refrigerator, sink, microwave. Went ahead and hung my super wet stuff from Johnson's Shut-In State Park up. And it is actually completely dry at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and just let it kind of hang there until the morning. Computer with Wi-Fi. They have strong Wi-Fi here, and also Verizon Wireless has very good Wi-Fi here. There's more bunks here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12, and then my room is 2, so that's 14, and they ask that you keep it to 10 because of COVID. But amazingly incredible place. I love especially how they have kind of taken the drywall and, you know, revealed the old brick facade. It just feels like new. It feels like home, of course, because there's an AC especially. But it feels like home, but at the same time, because of the way that they did the drywall, you really kind of feel the ambiance of the fact that this is an old prison. This is an old jail. This is where the warden used to live. They've got cycle-related memorabilia everywhere. Bike route signs that I've been seeing. Share the road signs that I've been seeing. I guess there's a tour of Missouri that goes through here. They've got a bike up top. Nice old bike with some panniers on it. You know, the kind that you actually buy, that you don't build out of kitty litter buckets and sun detergent buckets. On top of all that, they have a United States map with pins in it everywhere from where people have been. Not one from Mobile yet. I'll be doing that soon. I think I'm like the 5th or 6th person from Alabama here. And then they've got the world map so that you can see where everybody from around the world has been that's stayed at this hostel. About 10,000 people a year, from what I understand, do the Trans-America Trail, and they're from all over the world. So yeah, got a bike sign-in book. When I got into town, I went ahead and got, from the post office, The new Redeeming Eden stickers, much easier to read. The Redeeming Eden words are much more legible. International Gospel Outreach did a fantastic job with this, getting this all put together for me while I've been on the road. They did all of the artwork, edited everything. They put a QR code for IGO up top, and then my QR code for Venmo is still at the bottom. So yeah, super excited to have these. They're a little smaller too. It's a 3x4, so it fits in my passport much better. But yeah, man, I almost, like, you know, to be spending a night in jail. Sorry about the clickbait. Yeah, definitely worth it. This is second in all the places I've stayed across the United States that are bicycle friendly to the Spoken Hostel in Mitchell, Oregon. Only because Mitchell, Oregon and the Spoken Hostel had ice cream and they had church service. So yeah, only things that can really beat what I've got going on here tonight. Super excited to be here tonight. Really good day, really good ride. Tomorrow, state number 9, Illinois. I'm so excited. Like, I'm pumped, I'm amped, I'm excited. And I'm sure you can tell, of course. So, with all that being said, I'm going to end the video here for the night. If you know anyone who has passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me on Facebook, Adam Lineberry, Mobile, Alabama, and I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anyone who's actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction, and I know you don't either. Let's use YouTube as a tool that somebody's life might be saved. You know, something they might hear from one of these videos might shake them into the understanding that they need to go to rehab. If you know anybody who's in recovery, share this with them. We're all in it together, and I definitely need the recovery community's prayers and support as much as I pray for and support the recovery community. And don't forget that Redeeming Eden is a nonprofit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. I'll leave a donation link in the description. Just go there and you can donate one time. You can donate monthly. It's whatever the Lord puts on your heart. And if He puts it on your heart just to pray, then just pray. Prayer has got me to Farmington, Missouri, almost state number 9, Illinois. And do know that any of the funds that are left over from the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour will go to building Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. So yeah, that's it for the day, guys. I am uploading. It's actually uploading while I'm recording this video, day 90. And so yeah, this is day 91. As soon as I finish cutting and editing this, I will click upload and you guys will hopefully see it tonight. Great service, great Wi-Fi, great accommodations, great place, laundry's done. Who could ask for anything more? This has been, I think, the entire day, really, one of the best days I've been on tour. Just from Johnson's Shut-In State Park, Mary Catherine and our conversations, her bringing me those wonderful little, I guess like rolled up into a ball, you know, like trail mix bites, and then just the beautiful ride that I had today. I did take a shortcut. I only did 35 miles, but I covered like 42 when I looked at everything on the Transamerica Trail, because when I left the gas station after I got off of whatever highway I was on, it wasn't W. I think it was actually N. But once I got off of that highway, there was a gas station convenience store. I stopped there. The Transamerica Trail physical signs were telling me to turn to the right, and the map was telling me to turn to the left past Elephant Rocks State Park. And I honestly thought about going there, but it would have added so many miles to go around that way. So I went a different way, cut through, and it was beautiful. Shaved some miles off, which I'm always good with, and understanding that I had to upload yesterday's video also, day 90, I went ahead and just kind of like, you know, took the shortcut. So, with all that being said, from here at Al's Bicycle Hostel, the former St. Francois jail. Gotta love spending another night in jail. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.